Hi, it's May here. I wonder if you ever had the same feeling I'm having right now, which is totally overcommitted, having said yes to so many really cool things that you want to do, you feel like you can do, and then all of a sudden, when you're in the midst of having to execute on all of those things, it looks a little bit hairy and scary. Well, this is happening to me right now. I've just spent the last 4 weeks in the US crisscrossing the nation because I've got engagements in Arizona, and then I had a speaking opportunity in Florida. Then I was back to Arizona to do some more speaking, and then back to a different city in Florida to attend a conference. And then I just got back home yesterday night in the UK, and now today I just took the Eurostar. I've arrived in Paris in this super nice hotel. You can see it's really very luxurious. And I'm being put up in this hotel because I'm moderating not one, but two panels tomorrow. So, it all seems a bit much. And then when I get back to London on Friday night, I'm looking at the following 2 weeks, which are filled with really awesome, fun workshops and talks that I'm giving. Now, what's wrong with this picture? Well, actually, not that much is wrong with the picture because I love doing all these things. Frankly, I'm honored that I'm chosen to do these things. But what happened to me yesterday when I got off the plane, it's overnight, I got home and I felt dizzy. I had to lay down. I took a long nap. So, what I'm learning from all of this, and maybe this will help you too, because maybe you are also in one of these careers or roles that you just love. And it takes a lot of saying yes, and it takes a lot of go, go, go. And maybe part of you really loves that. I know part of me does. A big part, too big a part. We also all know that we're supposed to learn to say no, as in N-O. And I'm learning to do that and focus. And that's good for all of us. But in the meantime, if you also have a lot of opportunities you want to say yes to, and you think that's going to really build for the future, and you also might have a job, like let's say you're a surgeon, let's say you are doing M&A deals. You can't just say, oh, excuse me, I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to go and put this deal on hold or put the patient on hold, right? So here's what you can do. This is when you go into this phase or stage I call oscillating. So we all have to learn to oscillate when we're going full blast in awesome careers. And the way you oscillate is this. You first start to recognize that you're in a stage where you need to oscillate. And oscillating is doing this wave, right? If the middle of the line is steady state, then we high achievers are going to overshoot the middle of the line, but then we've got to prepare ourselves to have a period of rest before we then go back up and so forth. And we can't just go up and stay up and stay up and go higher and higher and higher forever because that will kill us. So oscillating, step number one is recognizing when you have overcommitted, like just now. And then what you do is you say, okay, how can I give myself an oscillation here? Give myself just a little bit of rest. So for me, it was recognizing I could not power through at that moment. And I lay down on my favorite nap couch and took a nap. And that allowed me to resurrect and really have this this great set of recordings right after that. And then how do you oscillate longer term? So the other thing I did was I looked ahead and I said, ooh, I got to go to Paris. There's a cocktail party the night before, that's tonight. There is a early breakfast the next morning. There's another cocktail and drinks party the night after, and so forth. So what I decided to do was I am not going to go to the cocktail party. Yeah, I'm going to say no to that. And I'm also not going to get up early to go to the breakfast. Instead, I'm going to take a little bit of a oscillation rest period tonight. I got here, I'm going to have a quiet dinner with one of my colleagues, and then go to bed early and get up in the morning, work out, and then head into the panel that I'm moderating. And then I've decided I'm going to come home early, and that way I get to sleep in my bed on Friday night. and have the whole weekend to recuperate. So when you find yourself in these situations, I encourage you to also find ways to oscillate, ways that you can just be ruthless about saying, okay, I now need to have that rest period. I need a little bit of hibernation. We're all a little bit like the bears, only we don't have to do it seasonally. We have to do it when our bodies need the oscillation. So I'd love to hear what your strategies are. And if you're watching this from anywhere other than my blog, head on over to maybusch.com/blog. I look forward to welcoming you there. And in the meantime, go out there and be bold, play big, and spark joy for yourself and everyone around you.